Good morning. Well, hello and welcome back. No. Cheese and biscuits. Hello and welcome back, and it's been a couple of weeks since we've done anything on the van. If you follow us on Instagram, you will have seen Maximus was on half term. We had the Jubilee weekend, and then on the Monday his school had an inset day and he decided to jump off some furniture and caught his foot, twisted his ankle really badly. Thankfully nothing was broken, but we've had him at home all week. He's just gone back this morning, so no time for the van because we've been looking after Maximus and trying to get some work done in between. But we've got a couple of hours today, so we haven't been able to get anything sorted. We've got stuff to go in. We've got the dodo mat, the sound deadening's ready to go in, and we've got some other little bits and bobs that are ready to go in. But the next big jobs really are making the side flares for here, which is I'm going to make a template for today out of cardboard, and then the floor on the inside and the roof. What I'm doing with the roof now, I've been having to think about the roof and how I'm going to do it, and it's going to be fiberglass as the side flares are, and I was just working out the best way to make framework. I want it to be a lightweight framework, and then sheathed over the top with OSB or ply. I've not decided yet. I may go for OSB, and then built polyester resin on the outside in full layers with a finished white gel coat or an off-white gel coat. I'll see what I can get to try and match the diamond white of the van. The pods are going to be black gel coat, so they run the line, and the roof on the internal side of the structure, I'm going to keep the framework quite thin on the internal side, and I'm not going to cut anything out until I've got the structure in place and the externals covered, but the internal side is going to be reinforced along all the internal timber with epoxied fiberglass, because the epoxy has the best bonding, and I can just use it as a single coat with the chop strand mat, a heavy chop strand mat, and work it into all the corners, and then we can build out the ceiling on the inside of the insulate it and build out the ceiling. So yeah, today's job, I'm going to start measuring up for timber for the floor, measuring up for insulation, measuring up for timber, and work a cutting list for the roof. And I'm going to start by making a template for the side flares. So I've got some cardboard laid out, and I'm going to measure that out now. You can hear the insanity of my thought process. Here we go. Tape measure, book, pen, Sharpie. Okay, is that square? Let's see. In that side, it is square. Square enough, isn't it? There's no bend on that, so that's square. How square is this? Perhaps we'll start on the inside there, like that. And give it the square edge. Okay. $630 mil. Okay. There we go. Take that up to there. this point. Longest point is going to be somewhere about there. 1475. Okay. So, a little bit of twist in there. We shall work it all out. $630, didn't I? $630. Don't need it to be perfect because it's going to be running off. And in. Excuse me. Right. And we are 1435. Taken from the top. 1435. Okay, let's find the rounds. A plant pot. Let's see. It's not far off that. Not far off at all. Right. That's very small. Right, is that one. As is that. So I'm just marking across all the outline now, and I'm going to use the plant pot to try and get radiuses. That might actually be better, the smaller one. This top one's quite good. It runs quite well, so it's not going to be far off that. So I'm sure Shell will be happy when she comes home and there's Sharpie on the plant pots. There we go. I'll leave it a little bit proud, and then I'll be able to draw it back. Oh, there is Sharpie on the plant pot. Shh, don't tell her. Okay, let's have a look at this cam for the radius of this one. Oh, that's pretty bang on that. That's nice. Let's get that on. So as I say, I'll leave it a bit proud, but get it in there. Just squiggle around so I've got my edges, and I'll cut it out and see what it's like. Let's have a bit of this for backing me cuts. Okay, let's get you down there like that. Like that. And we'll should do both sides as long as it's right. Ah, yes. I'm a little bit out there. I think not a lot, but it's enough that I can transfer it onto wood. And let's try the other side. Now, you wouldn't believe the other side's a different shape, would you? I'll take some measurements. 147.5. Yeah, slightly. Huh. It is as well. Only by about 3 mil, but it's slightly longer. It's going to be close enough. What I'll do is I'll work it so it fits both sides completely, and then I'll make a rim for the mould out of that. And that then will allow me to make a box inside, and that's what I'm going to draw out now and measure the box inside. Let's have a look. So we are 136 to there, and 89 to there. So off this side, 136, and up this side. That was from about middle, wasn't it? Yeah. 89.90 from about middle. 89.90 from about middle. So there. Now that's going to come straight down. So I just need to work out what I've got inside. So that's outside. Outside. Let's turn it back around so you can see what's going on. So I'm just marking the outside lines. Like I say, it's not exact yet. I will obviously make the timber exact, but this is just giving me a guide for my box that I'm going to make and square up from there. So I know where I'm going to be. So I'm going to measure the inside now. And to the metal on the inside, in the middle, I've got 35 on that side, and middle is 55 on that side. So 35 back in on that side, 55 on there. So that's internal. So I've got that much to play with. And on here, let's just take this up. Yeah, I'm gonna have plenty of lip for bonding. So I can come there. That's the internal on that one. Internal. Well, the box is going to be square anyway, so it's just going to be follow the lines. Well, a little bit bigger than the lines of the window. Let's see what I've got top and bottom now. So 67 and 120. Okay, I did measure to there, so 65 at the top and 58 at the bottom. Whew, it's warm today. 65 at the top Yeah. That's good. So I'm going to have plenty of lip there. Let's go back to 58 because I've got more cover at the bottom. So just tight at the top, so 58, 58. And I've got okay. Let's see. Really? Yeah, that's 30, that's good. So a nice 30mm flange all the way around to attach. Nice straight line there running along the edge of the cardboard. So 30mm flange to attach all the way around. Give this a minute to warm up then. Okay, are you on? Are you hot? Maybe. Okay, there's one. To that. I'm just gluing together a little bit of this to give some kind of idea. Bit of glue and a bit of tape and let's see if it holds up to going up. Maybe it all falls to pieces. Oh, wow, it's holding. You somewhere there. I'll hold it tape on here. Okay. It's a big space. It's going to add a lot of space to the van. I think I'm going to have to definitely reinforce the corners there. And then once it has insulation in and timber over it, it's going to be really quite solid. I think I'll bond the insulation to the inside as well. It looks very square at the moment. It looks very square, but all of these corners and edges are going to be rounded over for the fiberglass to sit. So once I turn it into a mould, I'll build this box out and then fill out all of these internals with filler and get a nice radius on them. So they have a nice curve, not a square edge to catch. So like I say, it's rough, but it gives me a good working start to start making it out of timber. So I think I've got a couple of adjustments to make. I think I'm going to bring the slope back to about here so it's more graduated, which will still give me decent leg room inside. It will come out to about 90. And that's 90 either side. Now I've got 1.9, 1.5 on the inside, plus a few mil for the glass. But if I work that back at its longest point, which should be for a good little while in this area, I should have around 205 mil of length. And I'm 6'5", so I'll be able to lay down there full stretch. If anyone's done this before and you've got any tips and advice before I start putting the actual mould together to cast out of, by all means please comment down below, anything at all. This looks rough, as I said, it looks rough, but it gives me a visualization of where we're going to be, and I should just be able to make the top band and flip it around on my mould once I've got my mould right. I'm going to round everything off with filler on the internals before I start laying in gel coat and fiberglass. I'm going to make these out of polyester laminating resin, but that's going to be a big sleep area. So I'm going to measure up all the timbers that we need now, start putting the cutting list together, and I'll have to put a timber order into the merchant. I think that's all we've got time for this week. Shell's had to go to her sister's. Her sister's not been home for a couple of years. She is a teacher in China, and so they've been more strict than us with lockdowns and COVID, so they're coming home. So she's gone to decorate and sort out the house, so she's not in this one, but she'll be back next week, and hopefully we'll have some more time and we'll get some timber in and we'll get some progress made, because we feel like no progress has been made at all over the past couple of weeks. With that, I'll say thanks very much for watching. Do the things, please. We're still trying to get to that 100, and next time I think I'll be building the mould for this. If we've got time, we may get the floor in and start the timber for the roof. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time. Take care. Bye for now.